Raindrops are falling on my head. And just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun. And I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. But there's one thing I know. The blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Talkback here on a Wednesday. I'm Al Quartermont along with Stephen Maxwell. Just felt that song might be a little appropriate because it's so famously linked to the movie Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, which starred Paul Newman and Robert Redford, who passed away yesterday at the age of 89.
My late grandmother loved him.
Oh, did she? Yeah.
Did.
You know who else loved him?
Who?
Brooke Buford.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That was her crush.
Huh.
So I saw she posted about it on her Instagram yesterday. Figured that she would.
Well, very sad. 89 years old.
Yeah.
Man, news is just newsing.
Yeah.
Hard to keep up with.
There was a lot going on yesterday. And I'm sure a lot more will be going on today. And we'll get into much of that here on Talkback. Glad you guys could be with us. We can also tell you what's coming up on the show. Coming up at 7:30. Our superintendent of Rapides Parish Schools will be here. That's Jeff Powell. Then at 8:05, we'll have Shirley Ryland. She's a licensed clinical social worker, founder of Alexandria Counseling, and she'll join us to talk about September being National Recovery Month. Greg Walker won't be with us today, because his grandson has an event over at Menard that he is going to be attending, so he won't be able to be with us.
Gotcha.
So we'll have a little time to chat more coming up in the 8 o'clock hour.
I do want to bring this up if we have time, just because such a big story yesterday.
Yeah.
And I don't go down the conspiracy route. This is not what I'm going at. But I just want to read this transcript. Did you see the text messages between the alleged shooter of Charlie Kirk and his roommate, some say possibly boyfriend?
Yeah, the words that an ABC reporter, did you see his description of it?
I heard about it. It just seems... Look, I'm not a conspiracy guy. I hate it.
I've heard people feel like it feels like somebody wrote it. Like,
it feels very, like, stilted.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like not a natural conversation.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Remember that this is obviously disturbed if he shoots somebody in this manner. But this is a 22-year-old individual talking to another young 20-year-old individual in a very distressed situation.
Yeah.
And this is better English than if, I was writing an email. And I'm not making light of the situation. It's awful. I'm just going to read some of it. I don't know if everyone's heard it. And if you have an opinion on it, let me know. Okay, so this is after Robinson, the alleged shooter, said he left a note, and he's talking to his roommate, some say boyfriend, saying to look at this letter, saying I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk. I'm going to take it. The roommate says, "What? You're joking, right?" Robinson then says, this is word for word, "I am still okay, my love, but I'm stuck in Orem." That's where he shot Kirk, allegedly. "For a little while longer yet. Shouldn't be long until I can come home, but I got to grab my rifle still. To be honest, I had hoped to keep this secret till I died of old age. I am sorry to involve you." Roommate says, "You weren't the one who did it, right?" ? Robinson, "I am. I'm sorry." Roommate, "I thought they caught the person." Robinson, "No, they grabbed some crazy old dude that interrogated someone in similar clothing. I had planned to grab my rifle from my drop point shortly after, but most of that side of town got locked down. It's quiet, almost enough to get out, but there's one vehicle lingering." Roommate says, "Why?" Robinson, "Why did I do it?" Roommate, "Yeah." Robinson says, "I've had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated out. If I'm able to grab my rifle unseen, I will have left no evidence. Going to attempt to retrieve it again. Hopefully they have moved on. I haven't seen anything about them finding it. Roommate, how long have you been planning this? Robinson, a bit over a week, I believe. I can get close to it, but there's a squad car parked right by it. I think they already swept that spot, but I don't want to chance it. He goes on, I'm wishing I had circled back and grabbed it as soon as I got to my vehicle. I'm worried what my old man would do if I didn't bring back Grandpa's rifle. IDEK, I think it means I don't know if it had a serial number, but it wouldn't trace to me. I worry about prints. I had to leave it in a bush where I changed outfits, didn't have the ability or time to bring it with. I might have to abandon it and hope they don't find prints, but how the F will I explain losing it to my old man? Only thing I left was the rifle wrapped in a towel. Remember how I was engraving bullets? The blanking messages were mostly a big meme. If I see notices with bulge ooh woo on Fox News, I might have a stroke. All right, I'm going to have to leave it. That really blanking sucks. Judging from today, I say Grandpa's gun does just fine. I don't know. I think it was a $2,000 scope. Robinson says, delete this message, and then saying my dad wants photos. And the boyfriend says, don't talk to the media. Or Robinson says, don't talk to the media. Get a lawyer. The conversation, I don't know. I mean, psychos are psychos, right?
Yeah.
But if you're in a distressful situation, just the text messages seem a little odd.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they're fake. It's just, it's odd, and it raises a lot of questions.
Yeah, there are plenty of questions surrounding all this. Who he was, what he was linked with. There are people that are out there saying that the released photos of what the suspect looked like don't quite match what this guy looks like, actually. So here we go.
And I am so anti-conspiracy theory, but people that were close to Charlie, we're seeing online.
Yeah.
Candace Owens.
Yes.
And some of these people are bigger than your
right.
Fox News hosts and your MSNBC people.
Right, in scope, yeah.
Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, they're all saying that he's been lately threatened or intimidated by groups affiliated with Israel, that they were threatening his money, they were threatening him, and Candace says she's on a mission to get to the bottom of what happened to her friend. She calls those text messages fake.
Yeah.
And
yep.
Was Robinson scrolling Twitter as he was trying to get away, and then he's like, they arrested an old man? Was he looking from his perch? It's just a very confusing situation.
I know. Yeah, and meanwhile, the prosecutor in the case for the county in Utah said that they will seek the death penalty.
Yeah. Obviously, you should. I mean, if it's conclusive. But, and then all in that thread, and I like to see timestamps too, but all in that thread, it almost implicated him in everything we were wondering about too.
Yeah.
You know, almost word for word.
Like almost too tidy.
Remember those bullets I was engraving?
Yeah.
Remember I wrapped it in a towel and put it in this spot?
Yeah.
It just seems very odd.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, just because I feel something doesn't mean it's accurate, but I feel like if I was in a situation where I was scared of getting caught of something, I wouldn't be typing out something in such perfect English and that would implicate me 100%.
And I think it speaks to where we're at in America right now, which is a crisis of trust in almost anything. People just don't believe anything's true anymore. And why would they?
That's true.
I mean, we've caught the government lying to us so many times that people just don't trust anything.
No. And look, even if it's all true, which it most likely is, it just even makes it more creepy, more disturbing, the way he talks about it.
Yeah.
No remorse whatsoever.
Yeah.
And we can go into the blaming a left, blaming a right, whatever. And a lot of the theories that we thought could be true don't seem to be. It doesn't look like he was a groiper, for what we know. If you don't know what that is, we don't have time to talk about what a groiper is. But if he's a leftist, it looks like the alleged trans romantic partner helped out in the situation. We don't know what the background is or what they talked about beforehand.
Yeah.
But that person cooperated with police and helped turn him in. So,
well, here's how ABC News' Matt Gutman described those emails.
An alleged murder with such specific text messages about the alleged murder weapon, where it was hidden, how it was placed, what was on it, but also it was very touching in a way that I think many of us didn't expect. A very intimate portrait into this relationship between the suspect's roommate and the suspect himself, with him repeatedly calling his roommate who was transitioning, calling him my love, and I want to protect you, my love. So it was this duality of someone who the attorney said not only jeopardized the life of Charlie Kirk and the crowd, but was doing it in front of children, which is one of the aggravating circumstances of this case. And on the other hand, he was, speaking so lovingly about his partner. So a very interesting and, as Pierre said, riveting press conference statement.
And sometimes I wonder, and we've done live shots many times, is where you're on live talking to a camera.
Yeah.
Benefit of the doubt. I wouldn't have said it like that. I probably wouldn't have used the word duality in a news report but sometimes you just say things.
I know. And
because you have to fill time.
Yeah.
And we do it here too. I wish I didn't really say it that way, or I said it completely wrong. But it was kind of missing the point there a little bit.
Yeah.
That's not what I got from it. The only thing that I got from it is this dude is cold, evil, whatever you want to call it, or this is my what's the word I'm looking for? I'm very skeptical. Very skeptical.
All right. Well, we wish we could take your calls. We got a few coming in right now. But as I mentioned, starting out the show, we've got our Superintendent Jeff Powell with his regularly scheduled segment. So that's coming up next. We'll have some time to take some calls in the second hour. So we'll do that then. More Talkback is coming up.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics. With 18 providers and 3 locations, someone can see you today.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. All eyes on the Federal Reserve, expected to cut interest rates by 0.25%. President Donald Trump has pushed for a big cut this week. Investors will watch Chair Jay Powell and examine the new economic projections for clues on where interest rates may be headed in the months ahead. Would-be homebuyers are seeing a little more relief when it comes to mortgages. A bankers group said today that U.S. mortgage rates fell last week to the lowest level in almost a year. That fueled a surge in refinancings, and a gauge of home purchase applications also went up. The average 30-year fixed mortgage rate fell to 6.39%. StubHub's shares are expected to begin trading today on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol STUB. The ticket-selling platform priced its initial public offering at the midpoint of a marketed range, selling 34 million shares for $23.50 apiece. Futures have been mixed today. Stocks edged lower in yesterday's trading. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
Good morning. Partly cloudy skies on our Wednesday with the possibility of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Lord knows we could use some rain at this point. Afternoon highs near 94 degrees, winds light and variable. Tonight, a few clouds will give way to generally clear skies overnight down to 68. And then for Thursday and Friday, you got it. No major changes in the forecast over the next couple days. From the Cenla Broadcasting Weather Center, I'm Dave Gratian. If you'd like to take